great unknown, feet may fail, and there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. Oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours, and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand be my guide. When feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you never fail, and you won't stop now. I will call upon your name, keep my eyes above the waves. Oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours, you are mine. You are mine. Oh. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Spirit, lead me deeper than I wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Well, take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. I will call upon your name, keep my eyes above the waves. Oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. I am yours, and you are mine. Welcome to another episode of Midday Music with Michael. Today is a Thursday. If you'd lost track of the days, now you know it's a Thursday. I usually come to you on Tuesdays, but John and I switched this week. Of course, you probably caught Kip on Wednesday playing the organ at church. We do this midday music thing every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here, brought to you by St. James Episcopal Church in Skaneateles. I'm going to play some music, and we're going to talk a little bit. You'll notice, as always, in the description, a list of songs that I'll be singing if you want to look up those songs and follow along with the lyrics. And also, you'll find today's reading, which is Exodus 32, verses 1 through 5, 15 and 16, 19 and 20. We'll read that and we'll talk about it. But first, let's play another song. You hear me when I call. You are my morning song. Though darkness fills the night, it cannot hide the light. Whom shall I fear? You'd crush the enemy underneath my feet. You are my sword and shield, though troubles linger still. Whom shall I fear? I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side. My strength is in your name, for you alone can save. You will deliver me, yours is the victory. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side. And nothing formed against me shall stand. You hold the whole world in your hands. I'm holding on to your promises. You are faithful, you are faithful. And nothing formed against me shall stand. You hold the whole world in your hands. I'm holding on to your promises. You are faithful, you are faithful. I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side. I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The God of angel armies is always by my side. So, like I said, our reading today is from Exodus chapter 32. We'll read it. We'll talk about it. When people saw that Moses was so long in coming down from the mountain, they gathered around Aaron and said, "Come, make us a god who will go before us. As for this Moses fella who brought us up out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him." Aaron answered them, "Take off the gold earrings that your wives, your sons, and your daughters are wearing, and bring them to me." So all of the people took off their earrings and brought them to Aaron. He took what they handed him and made it into an idol cast in the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. Then they said, "This is your God, Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." When Aaron saw this, he built an altar in front of the calf and announced, "Tomorrow there will be a festival to the Lord." So the next day the people rose early and sacrificed burnt offerings and presented fellowship offerings. Afterward, they sat down and ate and drank and got up to indulge in revelry. Moses turned and went down the mountain with the 2 tablets of the covenant law in his hands. They were inscribed on both sides, front and back. The tablets were the work of God. The writing was the writing of God, engraved on the tablets. When Moses approached the camp and saw the calf and the dancing, his anger burned, and he threw down the tablets out of his hands, breaking them into pieces at the foot of the mountain. And he took the calf the people had made and burned it in the fire. So what strikes me about this reading at this time in our lives is that as much as our lives may seem smaller now, they are also a lot more complicated, and you may be inclined to simplify. Like Anna from Frozen says, just do the next right thing. And sometimes that's all we can do. It's actually good advice. But in doing that, it's important to not get caught up in all of the mundane, worldly values that surround us, because everything we have is from God, and there is no other goal. There is no other pursuit, only that in all we do, we try to move closer to God, even if it feels like we've been waiting forever. That's what I get out of this reading. All right, our next song is "You Say," as you'll see in the description. I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, 'cause I need to know. Whoa, you say I'm loved, I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong, and I think I am weak. You say I'm held, and I'm falling short when I don't belong. You say I'm yours, and I believe. Yes, I believe what you say of me. Yes, I believe. Only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Whoa, you say I'm loved, and I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong, and I think I'm weak. You say I'm held when I'm falling short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. Yes, I believe. Taking all I have, now I'm laying it at your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory. Whoa, you say I'm loved, and I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong, and I think I'm weak. You say I'm held when I'm falling short, when I don't belong. You say I'm yours, and I believe. Well, I believe what you say to me. I believe. Oh, I believe. Yes, I believe what you say of me. I believe. You know, this time, I think it's really awesome that we're doing this, honestly, and not just because I'm here. It's not about me. It's about an opportunity for all of us to take a moment to step aside from whatever we were doing. If you were walking around doing housework, sit down for a minute. Just take a break. If you've been sitting all day at the computer, working from home, stand up, stretch. Just take a moment to do something a little different and reset. I think it's a wonderful opportunity, and I hope that you all appreciate this as much as I do. One day when heaven was filled with his praises, one day when sin was as black as could be, Jesus came forth to be born of a virgin, dwelt among men, my example was he. Word became flesh and the light shined among us, his glory revealed. Living he loved me, dying he saved me, buried he carried my sins far away. Rising he justified, freely forever. One day he's coming, one glorious day, oh glorious day. One day they led him up Calvary's mountain, one day they nailed him to die on a tree. Suffering and anguish, despised and rejected, bearing our sin, my Redeemer is he. And that healed nations stretched out on a tree, he took the nails for me. Living he loved me, dying he saved me, buried he carried my sins far away. Rising he justified, freely forever. One day he's coming, one glorious day, oh glorious day. One day the grave could conceal him no longer, one day the stone rolled away from the door. Then he arose, over death he had conquered, now is ascended, my Lord evermore. Death could not hold him, the grave could not keep him from rising again. Living he loved me, saved me. Buried, he carried my sins far away. Rising, he justified freely forever. One day is coming, one glorious day. Oh, glorious day. Glorious day. Glorious day. I hope you all have a glorious day. And remember, do not look forward to what might happen tomorrow. The same everlasting God who cares for you today will take care of you then. Either you'll be shielded from any further suffering or given the strength to bear it. So put aside any anxious thoughts or imaginations and be at peace. See you next week.